film geeks? My name is Trevor and welcome to my channel. Michael Bay is back with his 15th feature film in AmbuLAnce, starring Jake Gyllenhaal, Yahya Abdul-Mateen, and we're going to rank all 15 of those movies by placing them on their proper tiers. This is going to be a divisive list because I don't have hot takes. I just might have a couple unpopular opinions, especially when it comes to the Transformers movies. But if this is your first video here, hit that thumbs up button for me and subscribe button for me for more trailer reactions, reviews, and rankings. I will review quick out-of-theater reaction for AmbuLAnce on a trailer now. You can click the link above and check that out. With that said, let's get into our tiers. Alright, starting off with our tiers, we have amazing, we have great, we have good, we have okay, we have meh, and we have bad, and there's going to be pretty much a couple in all of these tiers. So, first up, we have the John Krasinski movie, 13 hours. I'm going to put the 13 hours in the okay tier. I really wanted to love this movie. I was so excited to watch this. Me and my friends went to go see this awesome action blockbuster, and that is in there, but not as much as we wanted or expected. And this is a movie I haven't really wanted to go back and rewatch, but I will say the last probably 30 minutes, the final third act, is some of the most epic Michael Bay you could ever really see. Then we have Transformers Dark of the Moon, going in the good tier. So these movies were my childhood. I grew up with these. When I went to the theater, I was like, this is my favorite movie of all time. That's what I think when I think of a lot of Michael Bay movies. He was my childhood, watching all these Transformers movies in the theater. And Dark of the Moon, it's awesome. It has so many epic Decepticons, so many epic Autobots, and so many epicness about the movie. Rosie Huntington-Whiteley, a Victoria's Secret model, who's not the best actress, is here as Shia LaBeouf's love interest. And the characters we love are back, and everyone in this world is back. And this is the last time we see Shia LaBeouf in Transformers movies. It's epic, it's awesome, it's a little bit dumb, and that's honestly what I want in a Michael Bay movie. Awesome, dumb, fun. Awesome, dumb, fun. That's what I love a lot. And Shia LaBeouf in these movies, he's really good. Like, this is like the peak Shia LaBeouf for me. I absolutely love him in these movies. Then moving on, changing complete direction, we're going to Pain and Gain. I know a lot of people love this movie. I like it. It's going to go in the good tier. Just not the exact Michael Bay movie that I was expecting when I saw it, and I think that's why I like it, because he has a very vast and different filmography, which is what I like. A lot of movies are the same, but this one's different. It's based on a true story. It's about three big bodybuilders trying to do a get-rich-quick scheme. You have Mark Wahlberg, Dwayne Johnson, Anthony Mackie, all guys just playing idiots, and I guess they're playing it pretty well. And I think one of them just drove by, but I think obviously they're playing this very well. It is based on a true story, and their story and the plan just doesn't make sense, and Michael Bay does a good job, and I enjoy things of it. You have the Michael Bay-isms, you have the low cuts, you have the fast cuts, and you have a lot of good Michael Bay shots in there. It's just a different movie, and I appreciate that, and again, this is one I just don't go back and rewatch all often, so it's a good movie. It is a good movie. Then we have the reason we're doing this tier list, and it's AmbuLAnce. AmbuLAnce. This is like return to form for Michael Bay. If you want to see a 2-hour-long car chase, this is the movie for you. I'm going to put AmbuLAnce in the amazing tier because this is a Michael Bay tier list. So for his filmography, AmbuLAnce is an amazing movie. It is a 2-hour-long car chase. What's not to love? I mean, explosion after explosion after freaking explosion. That's exactly what you get, and that's exactly what you want. And Jake Gyllenhaal is so funny and different, and this is a chaotic movie, and Jake Gyllenhaal is chaotic, and everything about it is chaotic. If you watch the trailer, it is chaotic, and Michael Bay does what he does best. Car chases, epic explosions, fast cuts, different cuts. And that's why he's one of my favorite filmmakers, because he defies the rules of filmmaking, and I love him for it. I absolutely love AmbuLAnce. Then we have Transformers 2 Revenge of the Fallen. I told you I had some unpopular opinions in here. It's going in the great tier, and I'll tell you why before you just hate me for a second. Revenge of the Fallen was my childhood. I saw this movie with my family and my friends. We all loved it, had so much fun, we laughed, and it's just an epic, awesome movie when they're in the desert and Optimus Prime dies and you get sad, and Bumblebee is not going to college with Sam, and there's so many things I like about this movie, so many things that I don't like about this movie, but when I think about this, I think about a happy day in my childhood with my family and my friends all on a Friday night going to see this movie. That's what I think about. It holds that nostalgia factor for me. I think all the jokes that Michael Bay throws in there, while they are corny, I think they work. I think this movie works on every level for me, and Revenge of the Fallen, I mean, to me, it's probably one of my favorite sequels of all time. Take that as you will. Then we have Bad Boys, and Bad Boys going in the good tier as well. For the first feature film, this movie's pretty damn good. It has all the Michael Bay-isms that we know and love, and he was a music video director and a commercial director, and this has music video kind of written all over with the orange hue of the movie that kind of bothers me when I go back and rewatch it now. And just the Bad Boy movies, they aren't my thing. I had never really gravitated towards these, watched these all the time, and I've seen them, I enjoy them, I laugh with them. Will Smith and Martin Lawrence, they have a good time, and it's a good time when you watch it, so it's in the good tier. Nothing bad to say about it. Then we have The Island, a sci-fi movie from Michael Bay. That's going to go in the meh tier. I'm not the biggest Island fan, and I've seen it one time, and I probably will never watch it again. Scarlett Johansson, Ewan McGregor, and this is actually his lowest grossing film as well. I think it's one of his lowest rated films, and majority of the people kind of agree that this is just a meh movie. Ewan McGregor's pretty good, Scarlett Johansson's pretty good. They're clones, and they are like basically made to, in case like their people on Earth need a heart, a lung, a body part, anything like that. So it's interesting, but these characters are kind of just dumb, and I can never get past that. It's funny at times, like people like to call it a coming of age movie. I don't really get that vibe, but The Island it's meh. It's not a bad movie. It's just meh. It's meh. Moving on to Six Underground, Ryan Reynolds and Michael Bay Netflix movie a couple of years ago. We're going with the okay tier as well. I really wanted to love this movie, and this is the time where I was like, I don't really like Michael Bay, so I'm going to talk about this movie not very goodly. I think that's why I have like a distasteful memory of this, because at the time I was like, Michael Bay just does these crazy cuts, and now like I love Michael Bay, so this is one I definitely need to go back and rewatch, but I've seen it once or twice, and both times I was like, this is a fine movie with the epic car chases, the crazy changes, and the camera movements, the fast angles, and Ryan Reynolds just isn't the most Ryan Reynolds in this movie. It is maybe takes place itself a little too seriously from what I remember, but I would say Six Underground of all these movies is the one I want to rewatch the most, and maybe we'll be doing that pretty soon. Then we have Pearl Harbor, and this is another based on true story, very, very long movie, going in the okay tier as well. Ben Affleck's in this one, and he does fine. There's things that work in this, but they have like this love triangle, square, pentagon thing, whatever you want to call it. And it's a 3-hour movie. In the last hour, it's epic. There's explosions, everything you want in a Michael Bay movie. But the first two, you might as well just fast forward through it because it's just very hard to get through. But the last hour, again, same thing like 13 hours and even Six Underground, like it finds its footing later on in the movie. And I think of these three, Six Underground is definitely the best. But Pearl Harbor is an okay movie. That's it. It's okay. Then we have Bad Boys 2, and I'm going to put Bad Boys 2 in the good tier as well. Again, I'm just not the biggest Bad Boys, guys. This sequel, like, it has the funny, corny jokes, car chases, and everything that you kind of want in a Michael Bay movie. Again, it's just that, like, I'm not the biggest Bad Boys man, and this one goes bigger, louder, and better, and sometimes bigger, louder, and better isn't better. Then we have Transformers The Last Knight going in the okay tier as well. It's like King Arthur of sorts movie. Optimus Prime's gone kind of rogue. He's fighting bumblebees, tearing it apart. Michael Bay's even admitting this. He should have probably stopped when he was ahead with probably the 3 movies Transformer franchise. Once Mark Wahlberg came in, the movies definitely went down and down. And The Last Knight, I think, is definitely a step up from Age of Extinction, which we'll get here in a second. And Optimus Prime kind of going rogue and awesome epicness, and like there's this dragon thing in there. Just things I can't fully get my head around, but The Last Knight I don't think is the worst movie ever made, and a lot of people hate it. I don't hate it. I think it's an okay movie. I think it's okay. Then we have Armageddon. This was a childhood movie for me. Leave like belief in this like true sense at the door when you watch this movie, because an asteroid's coming to Earth, so they hire oil miners to go stop it. Why don't you just hire astronauts or like the military, someone oil miners to go stop this asteroid? You got Bruce Willis. You got Ben Affleck. Come on. I mean, their banter is really funny. Ben Affleck is dating Bruce Willis' daughter, and Bruce Willis does not like him. They go on this journey together. They're like, oh my god, Ben Affleck's gonna turn around. They're gonna love the daughter, and it's kind of what happens. It's a fun movie. It's dumb. Leave like all sense of belief at the door, and you're gonna have fun with Armageddon. Probably put it on a tier. Great tier. I love Armageddon. I really do. I remember watching this with my dad all the time. He was always on TNT or like on FX back in the day. My dad was like, dude, want to watch Armageddon? I was like, I'm there, daddy. I'm there. Then we have The Rock, and everyone loves The Rock. This is the only Michael Bay movie I hadn't seen before filming this video, and The Rock it's amazing. I love The Rock, dude. I had so much fun with this movie. The only problem I have is that it is overstaying its welcome just a little bit, like most of Michael Bay movies, just a little bit too long. But The Rock, you have Sean Connery in there with one of my favorite movie lines of all time now.
Your best. Losers always whine about their best. Winners go home and fuck the prom queen.
And Nick Cage as Dr. Goodspeed is awesome and quirky, and he's fun, and he's awesome, and I love these characters, and I love this movie. And you have a villain in Ed Harris who is like a very compelling villain because you can get behind why he's doing what he's doing, and even though he's doing something very bad, you can still get behind it. Then we have Transformers Age of Extinction. It's the only bad movie on this list. I cannot tell you how much I like watched this movie and just rolled my eyes. Optimus Prime's riding a dinosaur, and I thought it was be cool. I thought it was dumb. I thought it was one of the stupidest things I've ever seen. And Mark Wahlberg is like calling Bumblebee B within the first like 20 minutes. I'm like, dude, like took Shia LaBeouf like 2 movies to start calling him B. You can't start calling him B, bro. Gosh, so Age of Extinction is my least favorite Michael Bay movie by far. And last up, we have the original Transformers. It's an amazing movie, man. Again, these movies are my childhood. It's my favorite movies growing up, and the first Transformers was everything and more you could have wanted. You have a great story, you have great human characters, you have great alien characters, you have great voice acting, and the visual effects still hold up to this day, like 10 plus years later. Transformers, I watched them in theaters with one of my best friends at the time, and we looked up all the stuff going into it, and I didn't really know much about the Transformers realm or the anime, and I still really don't. I just have fun with these movies, and the first Transformers was my childhood. Saw this on opening day with my best friend, my mom, and we all had a great time, laughed, had fun. Josh Duhamel's great, Shia LaBeouf's great. This whole movie's great. It's amazing. I absolutely love it. We're going to rank all these movies real quick before we get out of here. So, in first place, we have The Rock. Second place, Transformers. Third place, AmbuLAnce. Fourth place, I'm going to go Armageddon. Fifth place, Revenge of the Fallen. Hate me all you want. Sixth place, I'm going to go Dark of the Moon. Seventh, Pain and Gain. Eighth, Bad Boys. 9, Bad Boys 2. And then next up, we have 13 Hours. Then I'm going to go 6 Underground. Then I'm going to go Transformers Last Night. Then I'm going to go with Pearl Harbor. Then The Island. Then Transformers Age of Extinction. So that's going to do it for my Michael Bay ranking. Let me know your favorite Michael Bay movie down below in the comment section. Thank you guys so much for watching. Hit the thumbs up button for me. Hit the subscribe button for me. Lots more videos coming this week. Hopefully a trailer for Thor, Love, and Thunder. Very excited for all of it. I absolutely love Michael Bay. One of my favorite directors. Had fun with this tier list. Thank you guys so much for watching. I'll see you in the next one.